What's up, everybody? It's your girl Nichole Briscoe, aka the Mobile Home Mommy, aka head coach for Mobile Home Elite Investors. I wanted to come to you today to let you know who I am. So my mobile home journey got started in March 2020 of last year, where I was really excited about getting started in real estate. So if we go back, in January 2020, I bought a single family home course. I was excited about it. I wanted to get started on fixing and flipping houses. Although I had the perfect credit score, I did not have the capital to get started. So in the course, I was taught hard money lenders and private money lenders, and just the thought of taking out a $200,000 loan and the possibility of I may, screw up, may not, I wasn't with it. So one night late, I'm scrolling through YouTube. You all know we learn from YouTube University, March. I scroll and I found Mobile Home Elite Investors on a podcast, Earn Your Leisure, talking about mobile home investing. And I'm like, what is mobile home investing? The trailers? So I caught them on a webinar the next day, and y'all, I was sold. It was it. It was over. I was like, I need to buy this course. I need to tap into it. My husband was reluctant. He was like, you know, you just bought this other course. I think you should slow down, focus on that one. I'm like, babe, just listen to me. I feel it. It can be something behind this. So I purchased the course. It was only a couple $100. I went through the course in maybe 2 weeks, and I was like, okay, you know what? Now it's time for me to take out a loan because I don't have any money. My husband was like, nah, you shouldn't take out a loan. Well, I debated about it. Well, I had almost $1,000 in my savings account. I bought my first mobile home in less than 3 weeks for $500. So I was like, I don't have any money to flip this. I'm gonna need to take out a loan. My husband was like, well, you know what? I don't think you should. I'm like, babe, just trust me. He was like, okay, let's do it. Took out the personal loan, $20,000, y'all. And that was March 2020. By the end of December 2020, I was able to successfully do 25 deals. That was a mixture of fix and flip and wholesale. Personally owned properties, 9 properties to be exact. And I made $180,000. It was a whirlwind for me. I did not think that mobile home investing was going to take me there. And you know, then everybody know during the pandemic, Clubhouse took off. I became really popular on Clubhouse, telling the truth, sharing my story with other people. Other people began to follow me. My following grew. The next thing I knew, Business Insider was in my DM like, hey girl, hey little girl, we want to give you an interview. And I'm like, Business Insider wants to interview me. So Business Insider reached out to me. I did an interview with them. Another pivotal point, took off even further. I'm going. I had been in contact with Mobile Home Elite. They contacted me and was like, we want you. Moi? You wanted me? They wanted me to be the head coach for their platform. Y'all, I was overjoyed. I was overjoyed that the people who I trusted to pour into me was now trusting me to pour into all of their followers. Let's talk about it. I joined with Mobile Home Elite family as the head coach in May, and now here we are, the end of July. I've taught over 40 people in the past 2 months how to fix and flip mobile homes, but not only am I teaching them, if you look at my profile, you'll see that they are closing on deals. If you have been looking for a way to get into real estate, mobile home investing is the gateway. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you can get into it with very little capital. You can do the wholesaling strategy, but even if your desire is to fix and flip, I'll tell anybody to start off with a mobile home. Why? Because like I said, that mobile home that I purchased for $500, all in, I spent $11,000. Now, I did not have a mentor, right? So my goal was to spend $5,000. I ended up spending total $11,000 in that first $500 home. But I flipped it and sold it on payments for $24,000. I doubled my money. Hello. And then the down payment that I took from that property, which was $3,000, I used that down payment to purchase another property. That's how I started the ripple effect and closing on multiple properties. Well, by the time I got to the second house, remember the first home, I spent $11,000 in. We move on to this next home, I spent $9,000 in that home. So now I'm worried, now I'm stressed out, like, Lord, what is I gonna do? I'm running out of this loan money. I put $9K in that home, right? And mind you, I'm still working full time as a high school social worker. I'm sitting here like, what am I gonna do? I would just put the last $9 grand that I had of this loan. The end buyer who bought that mobile home, she came to the table and put down $10,000. Thank you, Lord. But I knew at that moment that $20,000 wasn't enough and it wasn't going to sustain me. So my husband was like, we've been through a lot flipping these first two properties. You think we should slow down and take a pause? And I was like, nah, I got another plan. He was like, what do you mean another plan? So from there, I bought another course, how to wholesale mobile homes. My man Calvin here, I learned how to wholesale mobile homes. Easy, not easy, simple, very simple process, because it differs from single family homes because it oftentimes does not include an attorney or a title company. You can use those, but it's really not needed, y'all. I close on these mobile home deals at the bank, at the mobile home, on the hood of my car. It's amazing, right? So that second month, I put the $9,000 in that home. The end buyer came and put a $10,000 down payment. I financed the remaining costs. I ended up selling her the home for $18,000 on payments for 2 months, right? 2 years. So when we fast forward to the next month, I was like, I'm happy that I got this $10,000 down payment, but I don't want to run out of money again. So with me taking that wholesaling course in the first month, I was able to wholesale 5 mobile homes. What y'all think that assignment fee was? $21,100. I was like, I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. I was so excited, y'all, that I found a way where I did not have to buy the house, fix the house, and then find a buyer. I found a way where I just had to find a seller and then find a buyer, connect the two, and then get my fee. $21,100 in 1 month. That being said, I said, okay, I can wholesale more, get my capital, use that capital to put it in my fix and flips. Where from there, that's where I just started doing this, recycling. That was the reason, that was the way that I made so much money in 1 year. I kept my full-time job as a school social worker. I wasn't focused on, yeah, I got money now, I'm gonna pay off some debt, I'm gonna give my mama this. No, not saying that people don't do that or you shouldn't, but I use the money to continue to funnel it in my business to grow my rental properties. And from there, here we are, July 2021. I just put in my resignation to my job. I'm no longer a high school social worker. Put in my resignation to my job. And now I'm a full-time mobile home investor.